everybody, it's DearMamaSal on a beautiful Monday afternoon. It's 20 degrees here in British Columbia, which would makes it about 68 in American. And it's just nice. It's warm, not hot. Great. I'm on my way to try and find out what's gone on with my computer. They've had it for an extra week now and I still haven't heard anything. And I don't know about you, but there's nothing more frustrating when they tell you, well, here is a special number, and if you want to track what's happening to it, you go online and you'll be able to track it. Not so much. I tried it online and then it had another number to say, you know, if you're having problems, phone this number. So I phoned that number and they told me they couldn't help me. And the only way that I could find out would be to go to the store. And I'm thinking, what was the point of giving me this special number if I couldn't track what was going on? There are people along the hedgerow here collecting blackberries. That amuses me because you just know how incredibly stained their fingers are going to be and how many scratches they're going to have, and all you're saying to me, Sal, but the taste of fresh blackberries. I'm going, I totally agree with you. And then I remember how they get into my teeth and I spend forever trying to get them out again and going, no, I'll stick with sliced strawberries and raspberries. Even raspberries can cause a bit of a problem. Never mind. So I just wanted to tell you about the power of coincidence. If you believe in coincidence, which of course I don't. And I do need to mention that if any of you are having a particularly tough time at the moment, apparently Mercury is in retrograde again, and you know that messes up our lives a little bit. Anyway, but talking about the power of coincidence, some of you may know that I'm busy undergoing certain tests and things because they seem to think that I'm suffering from some level of sleep apnea. And the one thing I know is that if the answer is confirmed, which I believe it might well be, that I'm going to have to get a sleep apnea machine and a mask and everything else, and that's big money for somebody who's retired and doesn't have an extended health plan. So it was so strange. I was talking to a friend of mine who happened to say, how are you doing? And instead of sort of saying just fine, which, you know, one is tempted to do, I said, actually having a few challenges at the moment with possible sleep apnea. Apparently I haven't been getting enough oxygen and I've been dying more than a few times each night. Well, not dying, but choking myself through lack of oxygen. And it was really quite funny because they said, oh, do you need a machine? I said, what? They said, well, if you need a machine, I just met somebody who was, you know, an expert in these things, and, you know, he actually left me 3. Now, talk about coincidence. What if I hadn't bothered to mention? What if I had just said, no, I'm fine? I would have totally missed out on that. So occasionally, you know, I try not to mention my medical ills too much because, you know, it's boring for people. But, you know, I'd like to suggest that occasionally it's not a bad idea, apparently. Now, I want to tell you something. They tell me that Mercury is in retrograde, which means that life can be difficult at the moment. And I just had a snit. No, I did. Being incredibly calm. I mean, I'm trying very hard to keep my cool here. Some bozo brain. Just decided to back into my car, just about. So, all right, where was I? Having a snit, wasn't I? Yep. So, I decided to go and check on where in the world was my computer. It's been in for repair for over 10 days. And a week ago, they sent it off to have a hard drive replaced because, you know, the hard drive had failed. Brand new computer, but it happens. I understand that. So I go today to the store to find out where's my computer. And they, unfortunately, told me that they needed to go and phone the work, you know, the depot where they send it, depot, whatever you call it, to find out what's going on. So I said, okay. And I'm trying very hard to keep my cool. And then they came back, and you know what they told me after they sent it away to have the hard drive replaced a week ago? They said, oh, apparently the hard drive has failed. And I looked at them and I said, I knew that a week ago. So what you're telling me is that they've done nothing with my computer in a week. Well, no, they did a diagnostic and that's what they found out. I said, we already had a diagnostic done before it went there. We already told them that it needed a new hard drive. Therefore, they have done diddly in a week. And I am not amused. And then I had a bigger snit, and you can probably see, I don't know if you can see through my glasses, but my eyes are very big right now, because when I get a snit going, I am not a nice person. I try very hard to be polite, but it's difficult. And I said, I want an answer. I want an answer from your depot, whatever you call it, where you send this thing off to go and have the hard drive replaced a week ago. And I want to know from somebody higher up the food chain why they have done nothing in a week. When I pay a special price, and I do, I have special insurance to cover that computer against anything going wrong with it, that will guarantee me extra special service, plus a loaner, which, by the way, they didn't give me a week ago. So then I said, and I want a loaner. Oh, I was angry. And I kept saying to the people, I know this is not you. I know you didn't create this problem, but I need you to know how angry I am. And I want to make sure that we find out what on earth went wrong here. Anyway, so I'm now taking home a brand new computer on loan, which is a laptop, very nice little laptop, which now means I don't have to keep moving my other computer. But I cannot tell you how upset I was. Now, did getting upset gain me very much? Probably not. But I tell you something, I needed to let it go. I needed to vent. Because, as I said to them, for you to have taken away my computer for a week, when I am a YouTuber, when I rely that much on my computer, when I've got orders waiting to be filled that require my computer, I am not amused. because the program that runs my lettering machine that I do the mugs with and stuff like that, it's all sitting on the other computer, which will probably have been wiped out by the time I get it back. But I can't then put it onto the new computer that I've borrowed, because then I'll be downloading it too many times, and then they'll get upset and think that I'm copying the program or something. Anyway, I had a snit, so I bought a mask. This is DearMamaSal saying, every now and then it's okay to have a snit.